who've made it here to see these two join the ranks of romantic married souls with their futures open wide. This afternoon they bought the ticket. Now they take the ride. I'll try to keep this brief. I just wanted to share a few thoughts, some advice I've gleaned from my own life, some wisdoms I have caught, to help us through the tougher times of which we all must face, and overcome these obstacles with a modicum of grace. Now, I know this is a joyous day, and for that we should imbibe. Tequila brings a smile to hearts, and whiskey warmth inside. But I implore you all to hold your drinks so your memories don't flicker as I share with you the tale of the porcupine and the constrictor. The porcupine meandered, never concerned about animal, tree, insect, or fern, for he was a creature with whom you don't mess, as all those with scars on their snouts can attest. The boa was languid, a superior type. She'd slither the trees, her ego quite ripe. She maimed with affection, a tight, potent hug. All those who crossed her were smothered with love. Never did the two have occasion to meet, the constrictor above, the porcupine at the feet, until the day came when they both craved the sunny treat of bee nectar. Yes, friends, they craved honey. The porcupine stood at the foot of the oak, gazing the hive full of honey he'd let soak through his hair and his quills till he was fully stocked. Caligula, dressed in a sticky gold smock. When he heard a queer voice from a place far above, "Hey, you with the needles, what you looking at, love?" He peered through the branches, and lo, she appeared, the boa constrictor, and her embrace that most feared. "Leave me alone," he said with a grunt, for the porcupine wasn't afraid to be blunt. Now, don't be testy," the serpent then hissed. "Just by your gaze I have gotten the gist. You pine for that hive and what is inside it, for I want it too, so please let me posit that we work together to settle this matter. I'll dangle you close, and then you can gather the ambrosia within, and we can partake of that flowery sweetness for which we both ache." The porcupine bristled. He chucked a quill at a tree. "If you're already up there, what do you need with me?" "Well, you see, I'm quite vulnerable to these things. My hide will be riddled with bumps from their stings. If I do it alone, they'll set to attack. But not you, my friend, for you can poke back." The porcupine pondered, he hemmed, and he hawed. The constrictor was known to be feared by all, but then so was he, a small ball of bad news. If she was Beth's gloves, well then, he was the shoes. "All right, I'll do it," he said in a huff. "Lower your tail and bring me on up." So that's what she did, and when they were positioned so the bees wouldn't notice their impending transgression, the constrictor began to unfurl her coils and lower the porcupine towards their spoils. The bees down below were buzzing, suspicious, but it didn't seem as the snake took them too serious. While the porcupine prayed to be light as a dove, the boa, excited, screamed, "Death from above!" "Shut up," cried the porcupine, "and bring us close faster." "You shut up," she cried, "you prickly old bastard." She squeezed a bit tighter to drive home her point, and the porcupine's anger got bent out of joint. "You slithery serpent, the Bible was right. You idiot, you fiend, don't hold me so tight." With that he lashed out, just a light swipe at first of his tail full of quills, and the boa then cursed, "I'm just trying to help and have me some fun. But if you do that again, I assure you, you're done." She squeezed even tighter, the honey now forgotten. The porcupine stiffened his quills to this problem. The boa's grip brought them closer with each muscle spasm, but between them there grew an insurmountable chasm. No longer did they care about goals or kind notions. Anger alone was the drive of their motions. They continued this way, each shouting their curses, neither one realizing how their situation worsened. And while it got more and more difficult to breathe, the porcupine's needles punctured through her squeeze. The needles drove deeper through organs and flesh, till the porcupine realized he had no more breath. With a last mighty heave, he extended his barbs, and one of them found home in the constrictor's heart. The boa was shocked. She knew she was through, but with her last failing breath wheezed, "I hate you, I do." The porcupine, now lifeless, to the ground he did slip, while a lone drop of honey floated down to his lip. Now, please give me a moment to sip of my drink and pause for dramatic effect while you think about why I would bother to tell you this story on this day, which calls for things other than gory. I shan't use many words when few will suffice. The moral of the story is simply, be nice. For no matter how long you continue this route, disagreements will happen and fights will break out. It's how we handle these times that decides our fate. But all too often, we remember too late. Blinded by pride or desire to hurt, it's in our actions that demons may lurk. Constrictors constrict, and porcupines poke. But if you manage it right, then perhaps you won't choke. Or be stabbed through the heart by a sharp barbed quill. And when the moment is past, can say, "I love you," still.